What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to the Hustle Highway podcast, the place where grind meets greatness, where we share real stories from dreamers, doers, and disruptors, chasing success on their own terms. I'm your host, Boss Lady Shonda, and always along me is my ride or die co-host, Georgia Jeremy. And tonight we have our special guest, Kelsey Lynn.
What's going on?
Hey, thanks for joining us, Kelsey.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
We're really excited to have you. Jeremy's going to go ahead and send out the links. He'll go sideways. Drives me nuts when he does that. Gets me busy. So he had told me originally. He's like, you got to check out Kelsey's page. I'm like, okay, well, what's up? Send it to me. Sends it to me. He's like, she works with Hoochie Hooch too, and. Yep. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, I love that. So then once I went and seen your bottle, and then I like followed you on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. And I realized we had so much in common because of mud, music, moonshine. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get her on here.
Yep.
So how long have you been doing music?
I've been creating music for as long as I can remember, but I didn't really get serious about my career until about 9 or 10 years ago. I was 24 when I decided to finally take that leap, and I'm 33 now. So,
well, I would think you were still in your 20s. You look young.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I know what that's like too. It's like, and many times I feel like at certain ages, I've started doing other things. It's like I just keep adding to it.
And absolutely.
I see some of your mud videos. I was like, my girl likes to get dirty.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Mudding is, growing up, we went to mud bogs and stuff like that, but my family didn't really, we were more of the ATV family. My dad didn't have a big bogger or anything like that. But, my husband kind of got onto this idea. Let's buy a side-by-side. And I'm like, what? No, I'm not getting it. If I get something for the mud, I'm getting a 4-wheeler. I'm trying to really get dirty. But I'm so glad that we did get that side-by-side because that thing's my baby.
Those are always nice to ride in. They're a little comfy.
Yeah.
I love just being in the mud, like ATVs. Any way I can get in the mud, I'm getting in the mud.
Yep, 100%.
I'm like, it can wash off later. I'm all here for it. But There's nothing like hitting a mud puddle. It's pure enjoyment for me. So
pure therapy.
Yep. And then I had to ask this too, because I had to tell Jeremy, I said, I don't think you know this. Hi, Nick. We get comments and I'll throw them up there. But I seen you made a post about traveling with diabetes. And I was like, girl, yes, that's people need to understand that. That's part of your journey. That's, that impacts a lot of your life. I know. My dad is type 1 diabetic. And it's a lot that goes into it, and you're a fighter.
Thank you. That's nice to hear because especially today was interesting, but it is a challenge. Thankfully for me, not thankfully, I guess, but I guess I'm better off than some folks who are diagnosed later in life because my son is also a type 1 diabetic. So I had 8 years of experience of learning this disease and how to manage it. And so when I got diagnosed a couple of years ago, I kind of already had a head start. So that is a pro to the situation.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels to it. I wish my dad would have found out earlier.
Yes.
And then I'm actually I've been arguing with his doctors back and forth because for the longest time they had him on Ozempic and his eyesight just kept getting worse and he was getting bleeding behind the eyes. So I was like, no, we got to change something.
Absolutely.
So he's done with that now, but now the eyes are a problem. So it's
Did he end up like getting misdiagnosed or something as a type 2, or was he diagnosed as an adult?
He was diagnosed as an adult, like later, like
Yeah.
really late.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
all is coming about in the last, he'll be 70 this year. And it's all coming about in the last like 10 years. So,
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep. I've seen an
Kelsey,
uptick in that recently.
mhm.
yeah. So Kelsey, how did how did yours come about that you ended up finding out that you had diabetes?
So I am like, I don't know, after I almost lost both of my parents. And I think once that happened, I started getting like really bad health anxiety. I mean, it was bad. It was like I'd get a headache and I'd be like, holy I'm having a stroke. You know what I mean? Like, somebody take me to the doctor. But
WebMD.
um, I noticed something was off, because I'm the type of person, I'm a very high performer. I can get shit done very fast, very productive. And I just kind of noticed that my energy levels weren't the same. And at first I was like, maybe it's because I'm a mom and I'm just stressed and I'm a music artist and I'm doing this and that. But it got kind of excessive, so I demanded my doctor do a lab workup of an autoantibody test to like really find out. And come to find out, sure enough, I'm type 1. When the doctor told me I was type 1, he said I was type 1.5, and I said, what the hell is that? I've heard of 1 and 2, not 1.5. And he said, well, it's a late onset of type 1 in adults. So yeah, that's
It's
kind of how that came about.
Wow,
yeah,
I've never heard it. I've never
it's
heard
not
that either.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not something you're doing to yourself. It's just that's how your body acts.
Mm.
Yep.
And that, yeah, and I'm sure with a child that has type 1 diabetes, that's probably challenging. But like you said, I mean, it gave you kind of a glimpse into what you have to do now. But how did you have to change things with your son with type 1 diabetes? What did you have to do with him?
So, like with him, I guess like figuring out how he was diabetic, I just kind of noticed I mean, he started doing things that were not normal for his age. So, um, I'm very alert. I'm very in tune when it comes to these kind of things. So I also noticed weight loss with him. So what happens a lot of the times with type 1s when it goes untreated, they lose a ridiculous amount of weight because what's happening is your body is quite literally eating itself because it doesn't have anything else to feed off of. And there's like a whole scientific nerdy thing I could go through, but if you guys are interested, just look up type 1 diabetes and what happens when it goes untreated. So once I noticed that he was, losing a massive amount of weight, I was like, this isn't right. Took him in. Blood sugar was 230. For those who don't know, it's supposed to be 70 to 100, 120 maybe, but it was astronomically high and we got sent to the ER. But what I will say though, now that we're both diagnosed, I mean, it is nice because we can be there for each other.
Yep,
Like when he's
absolutely.
having diabetic burnout, I kind of help take over with his diabetes. I mean, when I'm having diabetic burnout, obviously I can't rely on my son because he's a kid and I
Right,
wouldn't want him
right,
to do that.
right,
But it
right.
is nice to have somebody else who understands what
He
you're
gets
going
it.
through.
Exactly. And as he gets older, obviously, you guys are going to have more of that connection and that ability to kind of, work with each other for that as well.
Absolutely.
Um, very cool. How many children do you have?
So I birthed 2, and then I'm raising my bonus boys as well.
Okay.
Awesome.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
yep,
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
yep,
thought I'd seen a video that said mom of 4, and I was like, badass. Like,
yep,
hello.
yep. I've got
So,
3 teenage boys. 2 are 16. One is going to be 18 this year. And then we have Miss Jasmine, and she'll be 10 in July. So we got our hands full.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That one turning
absolutely.
18 this year, too. I'm like,
Yep.
oh.
It goes by quick.
Yeah.
He's my bonus. So I never
Yeah.
thought I was going to have any more. I thought I'd just have the one. And then I was blessed. And now we're doing the whole graduation and everything this year. And
It's fun.
It's
It's
fun.
fun. It's
my
stressful, but it's fun.
It's fun, but that's my baby. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now,
mine are. Of course, I got my 2 grandbabies from my oldest
Love it.
son, and then
he's got
my
twin
middle child.
grandbabies.
Yeah, twin grandbabies. And they're fun though.
Absolutely.
They both have completely different personalities. It's hilarious. Like I was telling people over the weekend that my grandson, even though he's a typical boy, he bangs stuff around, does all this stuff, but it's funny because when he gets hurt, he's a little over dramatic about it. But what's funny is my granddaughter, you'll hear her go crashing down somewhere and you'll be thinking, oh my God. And you will always hear, I'm okay.
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Sounds like my daughter.
That's
Tough
adorable
cookie.
now. So do your kids like to watch you perform?
Yeah. So, for my older boys, they're so used to it that now it's just kind of like, unless I'm like performing with somebody that they really like, they're like, yeah, cool, you guys, we'll see you in a couple days when you guys are back to town after the show. Jasmine, different story. She's younger, so she has friends, but she doesn't have the social life that they do, obviously.
Yeah.
So she's always trying to come with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's, I assume like if you're if you're doing something with the Moonshine Bandits, I'm sure your boys are probably like, whoa, that's big time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When they see the footage.
You told me that.
What's that?
I forgot Jeremy told me you were doing that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we had so much fun. We had such a good time on that tour. And it was nice because we did get to bring Miss Jasmine and my mom for the second part that we went on. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, are you taking a break right now from touring?
So we're not quite sure like what other shows we're gonna be doing officially with the Handcuffs and Honky Tonks tour. I know that there was talks of like us possibly going to Ohio next week, but we'll see.
Well, you've got the big you've got your big concert coming up in August, right?
Yes. So Michigan Mud Jam.
Yeah.
And that is huge. I mean, it's quite literally the biggest mud party, at least up here in our area. And I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Michigan's a great place for like pop-up parties and mud parties. Like,
yeah.
I like to go to the Hash Bash every year there.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Michigan's just kind of laid back like that, though. Like,
yeah. It is.
Yeah, we've got a few comments on here.
So for some reason, our comments will go to like different destinations because we stream so many places. So like,
no worries.
Here, and then we have to go look at them on like Facebook. So go ahead, Jeremy. I can't see them.
Hey, Justin Meredith. Hey, brother, we miss you too. Justin Meredith was a winner of Master Distiller this past episode. This past season. He won making a smoked brisket moonshine.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah. Now he makes a taco moonshine. It's 100 proof right off the still taco moonshine that makes the best Bloody Mary. It's so good.
We drink a bottle.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to exchange contacts because that sounds like something I need to try.
Definitely. It's good stuff. Justin's very talented. He's good. Kenny Parker, how's it going, brother? See, we also got
Ruth says hi. Hi, Ruth.
Hey, Ruth.
Kelsey, what flavor is your moonshine?
So it's grape raspberry cheesecake.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
I knew there was a
Yeah.
cheesecake, but I couldn't remember. I'm like, there's so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna,
so,
I'm gonna hold on, let me put this comment up here. I'm gonna let Kelsey. I take it, Miss Kelsey, you're a country music performer.
Country rap.
yep.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll let her explain that. I love
Yeah.
it. It's like a whole new genre now. And
Yeah.
I love females that like they just like Jeremy was saying earlier, you rap about what your life is. And
Well, yeah,
Absolutely.
that was one of the things that I really liked about you, Kelsey, because there are a lot of artists that are coming out now that are getting into the country rap, the hip hop, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of them, when they're sometimes it's funny. I mean, I hate to say it, but some of these guys, when they talk about making moonshine, they really shouldn't, because in their lyrics, you can hear and tell they've never done it before. Because
Right.
it's like, yeah, that's not how it works.
Right.
But your music, you actually do the stuff you talk about. You know, like when you're talking about mudding and side by side and all that, I've seen videos of you working on your own side by side. So like you get dirty, you get in it, you actually do these things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Unless I don't feel like it that day, then I'm like, husband. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do. And you know, the crazy thing is like I guess I never really considered myself to be a part of like any genre specifically because
Right.
the production, the sounds, the even to the mixes, you know, some of it is straight hip hop, some of it sounds more country, some of it sounds even like pop, you know, but I guess just being that I live the life that I do, because really country is just it's a lifestyle, it's how you live, it's you
Yeah.
know, and I think that's kind of what kind of got me into the whole country rap lane, you know. And then once I did a song with Stormy and did that whole Real Recognize Real EP, that's when people were really like, okay, come over here. Come over here. And yeah, and you know, and I'm so happy that it did unfold the way that it did because I mean, you know, it's wild how God just puts certain things in your path and puts you exactly where you need to be and who you need to be doing it with. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And Beth Harris was saying that cheesecake is right up her alley.
I was shaking my head like, yes.
Beth,
I like
Beth
cheesecake.
is Beth is the
well,
girlfriend
I'm
of,
sure you and
you
I
know,
will meet one day and I'll have a
yeah,
jar for us.
yeah, there you go.
That's why I was like, we need to have like a distillery party.
We do.
And,
Yeah,
and all of us
that'd be
just sit down there.
fun.
Yeah.
We
Because
do.
we have ours is the podcast punch. And then
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
one of those.
I
Shameless
like
plug.
it.
and then my other one just got approved, so it's
Yep.
salted caramel popcorn. So
Ooh, yum.
I'm ready.
Yum.
I'm ready. But I
Yes.
think we definitely have to go down there and like throw a little event, like let
Yeah.
people come meet you. You can,
Yeah.
you know,
We
together.
Yeah.
Well, and typically the weather is nice down in Dothan.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds
it's usually
nice
pretty
compared
nice
to
down
here.
there. Yeah. It,
It's hit or miss up here.
It's been raining for a week. I'm over it.
Right.
Jamie Mater said, "Hey y'all," and
hey,
Kelsey,
Jamie.
he's one of our people. John said he'll have to check your music out. How can people find you?
So I'm on all social media platforms, but if you guys also go to like kelseylynnmusic.com, that will literally
Yeah.
take you guys to everything. All of my streaming platforms, other social medias, merch, events, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah.
And, yeah. And do you know, well, from the show Moonshiners, Tater,
Yes.
Beth Harris, who said cheesecake is right up her alley, that's Tater's girlfriend.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, she's very familiar with yeah, and man, they're both so fun to hang out with. Yeah, if we were to do something in Dothan, if we were going to do something in Dothan, we'd need to bring them down too, because that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm with
We just
it.
need to have a big backwoods party, you know.
Oh, and
Absolutely.
Earl Wilkinson, Yosemite Sam,
Hi, Earl.
Actually, Earl, I'm drinking some of your liquor tonight, buddy. Thank
Is
you.
the rain too loud for you guys? Because if it is, I'll go inside.
No,
No,
I can't
man.
hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sean Rigsby said, "Who's the guest, Kelsey?"
Kelsey Lynn.
Rigsby is an Ohio guy. Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome guy. He's
yeah, he's
also a
also
master
an Ohio
distiller.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a master distiller, and makes very good liquor. Then Hillbilly says popcorn coming up. Yep.
Yeah, we have the popcorn jam next weekend. So
Yes.
it'll be a good
So-
time.
Love
So
One
Kelsey,
it.
of these events need to turn into with mud. Like,
yeah.
we need mud. It's like a
Right.
lot. To be in the
When,
country, like that, there needs to be some mud. Like,
Absolutely.
when Kelsey,
Absolutely.
I know now you there for a little while. We're looking for a venue in Georgia
Yeah.
to do. Did you find one?
So we were talking to a couple different places. Nothing's like really locked in yet, but we're always open to whoever, wants to work with us and has a good sound system and good vibes. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
would
I'll have
really
to.
like to come down there soon.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll send you the name of a mudding park that they have down here.
Okay.
That's really big. And
Okay.
stuff. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how their sound system is, how they're set up, but it may be something that you might be interested in researching a little bit about.
For
They're
sure.
kind of one of the more popular places for folks to go and hang out.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yeah, I would appreciate that for sure.
Yeah. I'll send them to you. Because that'd be cool. Because you do something down here, we'll definitely pull up. For sure.
It's a party. It's a
it's
moonshine
hard.
mud party.
There you go. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
definitely got the pool ready. Okay, so
Yeah.
The
girls pull up. We gonna wrestle. Like,
hey,
Oh yeah.
hey, we got a few moonshiners out there that have said they'll get in there and they'll wrestle.
yeah, there's a couple of them. And surprisingly, they're
mean,
men. They're like, I want to wrestle.
They're
I'm like,
like,
you
I get in
another
there.
man? You want to
yeah.
wrestle
Yeah,
another man?
I think
Right.
some of those men. I think some of those men. It's because they're waiting for you to throw some of your girls out there, Shonda. That's what I think it's
Right.
about.
Right.
She got to pay for
No,
that.
no.
They ain't one to wrestle each other. I can guarantee that.
A couple of them literally said that to me, and I'm just like, "So you want to wrestle that guy?" Like, no. Like, no, I don't even want to video that. So,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say that might be a little weird.
and Earl, the candied yam was great. Great.
And Earl, I'll tell you, man, those pickles are awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Earl makes some of the best pickles.
Canada's in the house. Hey, Blair.
Hey,
I'm
Canada Blair,
addicted
how's
to
it going, buddy?
Canada Traders. If you guys do either one of you guys watch the Traders show?
No, but I've heard it's good.
It's good, but they have it in all these different countries, and then they have celebrities from everywhere, regular people. And now I'm watching Canada, and none of them talk like Blair, our friend from Canada.
Blair talks. Blair's real Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
He's real Canada.
Oh, look what Beth said.
Beth said boobies.
Boobies.
I have tattoos of ghost bees because people are like, let me see your boobies. So yeah, I'm
Right.
like, I went and got a tattoo so they could see my ghost bees, my boobies.
I love it. I love it. That is hilarious.
Oh my
So-
goodness.
so
Joe
Kelsey-
is in the house. Joe
Oh,
Lawhorn.
Joe Lawhorn. Hey, how's it going from Hoochie Hooch? How's it going, buddy?
And then Ryan Mackey said, "What's up, peeps?"
Hey, Ryan. Actually, Kelsey, Ryan Mackey, his well, I guess girlfriend, Misty,
Watch it.
Misty and her friend Christy have an awesome podcast. If you're into true crime, they have an awesome podcast that is about true crime stories. But the thing is, they make it fun. They
Right.
are probably the only people that can actually respectfully make you laugh about a true crime story.
Right,
mean,
right.
they're
I
I
love
great
love
at
how
it.
they make fun of the men. Like it'll be the
Oh
worst.
yeah, yeah. They
thing.
make a lot of fun of the men.
And it, and they're like, I just know he has a micro penis, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yep.
right, right.
It's called. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
would
called.
definitely be down to be on something like that. That would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they're
called Murder. It's called Murder and Moonshine, and yeah,
they're on
they
Spotify and
have
everything.
great episodes. And the reason we know them is I used to listen to them on road trips and stuff. And one time on one of the road trips, they started off their show talking about, yeah, we had a visitor that, I mean, a viewer that basically said that they didn't like that we fucking say fuck all the time. And so from now on, we're just going to fucking say fuck all the fucking time. And
Yeah,
we're
I
just
mean,
going to keep
fuck them.
saying fuck it. And I sat there and I started laughing. And I was like, oh, we got to bring them on our show. I was like,
They gotta
Yes.
come if we go to Hoochie Hooch and party. They gotta come too because we had a party
yeah,
with them in Tennessee, and you would love
yeah,
them.
they're
Like
funny.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a good
we
time.
just gotta keep the one.
Um,
I forget which one kept falling.
oh, Christy. Yeah, Christy's the one that falls all the time and gets hurt.
I fall a lot, but damn that girl.
Uh,
Shit,
but yeah,
before
so
I
Kelsey,
got diabetes, that was definitely me. You know, if I if I didn't have to risk low blood sugar, I'd be in it to win
yeah.
it.
So Kelsey, you know, what made you decide to put out a moonshine? Because I know like Dusty and them, went and they did a deal with, Bucked Up Whiskey, for
Right.
Moonshine Bandits and all that. And actually I know a little bit about that because I was a little bit involved with that. Plus they sent me an autographed album cover before their Poor Decisions tour cover came out and
Yep.
stuff. So I was talking about their whiskey, and I know that their reason for doing it was because, they'd gone on the show Moonshiners, they'd done all these things, and they started thinking, hey, it'd be cool to have our own.
Right.
But what got you to deciding that you wanted to have your own moonshine out there?
Well, I'll be honest, when they presented it to me, like I like having me a good drink. I do. Being from Michigan, like, and being a country girl and out in the country and in my side by side and around my campfires, like obviously me, like everybody else, likes to have a good drink. And it really got me thinking, what if what would that look like? And it's not something I've ever did before either, so I was like, what flavors could we craft up that are like me? And so they
Mhm.
sent me 6 different flavors and we chose from the 6. um and it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's not a lot of good moonshine that's like actually on the market, and this is no shade, but like Old Smoky Mountain or whatever what is it called? I don't
Yeah,
know.
old Smoky. And
Yeah,
we
it's
we have
not real moonshine. It's
we
just
have the
not.
same opinion. We have the same opinion.
No
It's rough.
comment.
It's rough to drink. Well, Shonda does like their salted caramel,
No,
but
yes. So the taste is great. The
The
taste
salted
is
caramel is the
great.
only one I will drink from there.
And
But
and I completely understand because when I ordered some at a mud park in Ohio, Black Rock, and we
okay,
didn't have anything left to drink, so we were like, let's order some moonshine. When it got to us, I tasted it and I was like, ooh, this tastes really good because it tastes like coffee. Love
oh yeah,
coffee, love
yep,
shine. But I was like, it doesn't have that like that hit, you know what I mean?
right.
And I don't know. When I thought about that moment and then also wanting to craft my own, I was like, we need something that tastes really, really good, but like gives you that hit, you feel it in your
yeah.
chest. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm really happy that we teamed up with them. I really love what they're doing over there. So
yeah.
They
Well,
are creating a lot of opportunities for people, and I love
100%.
it.
well,
And
and
Jen's
they
a
and
boss.
and
Like,
and they
Yes,
legit
yes.
and they legit run the liquor. You know, the liquor's run off a legit still,
Yep.
old school copper still. It's run. You know, something that a lot of people don't realize is when you go to distilleries in Tennessee, not all of them, but there are a lot of them, that when
Mm.
you go to distilleries in Tennessee, the rules in Tennessee are a little different.
Yeah.
And so a distillery there can buy alcohol from a generic mass producer,
Mm-hmm.
and then they can flavor it and they can do whatever they want and sell it as their own. However, down here a little further in the South, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, areas like that, if you put the name distillery on your business, you have to have a functioning still, and all your alcohol that you make has to be made off of that still.
Yeah.
And so it creates a different, you know, a different situation, a different profile. It's more personal.
Yep.
Yeah, like Beth Harris just said, GNS,
Yes.
grain neutral spirits, and that is what a lot of the distilleries in Tennessee have.
Right.
There
Joe
are
said,
several. Obviously, we wouldn't call anybody out here, but there are a lot of big ones we know about in Tennessee that we know your secrets, and we know you don't actually make alcohol.
we're not saying nothing now. Joe said that he's a funny guy too. I've learned that Joe is pretty damn funny. He said, but this new salted caramel popcorn is going to be fire. He said, thank you so much. It's also great to work with you. And he said, Jen's in here too watching. Hey girl, but she's a boss.
Hey,
I just
Jen.
love her.
Yeah.
He said had to be done from that setup. Yes, sir. I
Yeah,
can't.
from the
All
copper still set up.
Oh, okay. And then Ryan Mackey said, in Michigan, I lived in Traverse City for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Traverse City is really nice. It's really nice up there.
I lived in Warren, Michigan for about 6 months. Unfortunately, it was through the winter time. So I was ready to get the hell back to the South.
I don't blame you.
It was
I
rough.
don't blame you.
Yeah, it gets cold. We get cold. We get
Yeah.
snow. It's bad.
Every
Yeah, but I
November
guess
comes and I'm like, why the hell do I still live here? But I'm a Michigan girl, you know, like when I come home after tour and I see that Michigan sign, I'm like, oh, I'm home, you
Yeah.
know?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you sound very Michigan.
Yeah.
But
Everybody says that.
I mean, but really, I mean, it's a great accent. I mean, it really is. You know, you're true Michigan. There
Oh,
are
yeah.
people that say they're from Michigan, but you can't hear it. But with
Right.
you, I can hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, for sure. And it's crazy because the people, you know, up north in the UP, the Upper Peninsula, they talk differently than we do down here.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Well,
they sound Canadian.
oh well, that's what I was going to say. It's funny you say that because it's a progression.
Yeah.
There are people that'll sound a little bit more Midwestern, but the further north in Michigan you get, because even a couple of things that you've said sound similar to what our friend Canadian Blair would say.
Yeah.
But the further north in Michigan you get, the more it gets that way.
Oh, for sure.
I think we're forever going to call him Canadian Blair.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just. Well, I mean, he's the only Canadian moonshiner we know, so it's Canadian Blair. I mean, it's.
Jen said, hey, my peep, love you guys. We love you, girl.
Hey.
And then Joe said, remember, I'm from up north in Ohio originally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I am a deep South hillbilly redneck.
No, not this.
But and I sound like it.
Hey, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. We love those.
Gotta be from somewhere. You know me.
That's right. So Kelsey, you have a new song coming out like next week, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's called Something Better. Wasn't really planning on dropping it. It sat in our music vault for 2.5 years, but I was like, I want to drop this song. It's a good song. My manager was talking about, well, maybe, we should do this to it or we should do that to it. And I'm like, we're just not going to fix something that's not broke. We're just going
Right.
to go ahead and just drop it. And yeah, it's a little different than what I usually do, but
Okay.
different's
Excellent.
good.
Well, and your Daisy Duke song had a crap ton of views. I mean, big time.
We are definitely not done with that song and promoting it. We're coming down south. We're gonna go to Georgia to shoot the music video.
Oh,
What I
awesome.
really love is that we got the original artist from the '90s hit song on that song
Okay.
with us.
Where in Georgia are you gonna do your shooting at?
So they were talking about doing some of it at a mud park. I'm gonna only assume that it's the same one you were talking about.
It may be. It may be.
Yeah. Yep. And then we were gonna kind of take it over to the city and do some shots in Atlanta too. So it's kind of
Okay.
like city meets country type of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, there's definitely some good places around down there, down Atlanta, and I say down there because Atlanta's down south of me, but
Yeah.
but there are definitely some good places down there to do some videos. One of the car clubs that I used to rep for, and then when we did a lot of the stuff for Motor Trend on Motor Trend TV, a lot of stuff we did was down there in downtown Atlanta. There are some cool graffiti areas that you can do
Yeah.
some cool ass pictures and scenes from.
I really enjoyed Atlanta when I was there. Like and that's wild for me because usually when I get into a city, I'm like, oh my goodness, get me away from here. You know what I mean? But we had a really good time there and um, I'm really excited to get the video put out and
I'm
have
excited to
everybody see
see
it.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
that'll
90s
be
was
cool.
lit for me. I was in high school when that song came out. Oh,
Yep.
we was twerking before we knew what twerking was.
Dude,
Right.
y'all youngins saying you're in high school in the '90s. Come on,
I mean,
man.
I was. That was our jam. I'm like, I probably still know every word to that damn song.
It
Like,
was funny
I'm,
because the artist who's the original artist, he was part of a group called Deuce, and
yeah.
he asked me, he said, Kelsey, he was like, how did you even know what this song is? Because surely you are not that old. He said, how old were you when the song came out? I said, sir, I was just born because I was born in '92.
Well,
But
that
like, I don't
yeah.
listen to a lot of new music. I like older music, stuff that's like either from in the '90s or before.
yeah, especially when it comes to like rap music. Like, I think I always fall back to like Tupac or, like older, like
Oh yeah.
Scarface or,
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah. It's
like
well,
the
that's the
original.
thing, Kelsey, because yeah, Kelsey, because I mean, I hate to even say it, but yeah, you're 2 years younger than my oldest son.
Yeah,
So
I mean, in the
I,
broad spectrum of things, I mean, I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And my mom and my husband look at me and they're like, don't you shouldn't even be saying that right now. Wait till you get my age.
yeah, yeah. So is your husband a lot older than you then?
He's 11 years older than me.
Okay,
He's
okay,
he's
that's not
45, so I'll be
okay.
turning 34 this year.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he's in the bottom of he's kind of at the bottom of the Gen X pool,
Don't start
kind
with
of.
us.
Yep,
No, no, I'm not.
he's like the very beginning of
Yeah,
millennial where it
exactly,
started.
exactly. He's right on the edge.
Yeah, I'm towards the tail end. So, you know,
At least Gen X, you say us Gen
Yeah,
Xers. So hey,
but your
yeah.
but your music and what it sounds like you've lived through, you're not the typical person of your age. you've dealt with a lot of stuff that has made you have to think a little more seriously about things a little faster.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. Um, both of my parents are drug addicts. Well, my dad's actually sober now. He's getting
Okay.
ready to celebrate 2 years. So I'm really proud of
Excellent.
him for
Awesome.
that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Um, but I had to grow up a lot sooner than I had to. And then, not having like very much parental guidance growing up, I ended up having my son at a young age. I was 17 when I had my son. So once that happened, and I think that's really the reason for me not getting on top of my music as fast as most people do, because I had this baby I had to take care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
You
know,
had
so
responsibilities early.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had to grow up quick, and now that I'm sitting here at 33, I'm like, I'm tired.
Oh, oh yeah. Well,
I know
and
it. I can relate. Like, oh, I look back now. Do you ever look back now and you're like, damn, I remember that, like some instance of being a young mom, because I was just turned 19 when I had my son. And I look back, I had no help. I had no babysitters. I didn't know how I was going to figure it out. And now I look back and I'm like, my son's 28. And I'm just like, wow, I remember when I was really struggling. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a special kind of bond. I feel like that's formed when that does happen. Cause like me and my son, I always say we grew up together, we were figuring it out together. And now
yeah.
that he's getting older and like he's getting ready to graduate here in a couple of years, I'm like, I love the bond that we have cultivated,
yeah.
so it was hard,
Yeah.
but it was worth it, you know?
It definitely changes things for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it's funny because I remember my oldest son when I would go to his soccer practices and his soccer games. All these old people that are out there with their kids, and I'm like walking around going,
I'm going to spit this damn
"Wow!"
drink everywhere.
I'm like, man, look at all these old people out here, and stuff. And it was funny because then they would look at you like you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's like,
Right.
hey, I'm here doing the same thing y'all are with my kid. I'm
Right.
just a lot younger than
dadding.
y'all are.
Jeremy, you're wild.
Yeah.
Is that what they do now when you take the twins to the soccer field?
Well, now people don't believe. Now people think the twins are mine, and they're like, and I'm like, no, I'm way too old for that. I'm like, I'm like, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're a hoot. You're a hoot. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Jeremy. He's a menace. But I would say my partner in crime over here is really good at finding people that are just real hustlers. And I see the hustle in you, girl, and I see it don't
I
stop.
appreciate it.
Let's go.
And that and
What's going on? What's next?
well, yeah, exactly. You've got your song dropping next week. You've got your concert in August. But what else? What else are you? I mean, obviously you can't tell us everything, but what do you have kind of that you're wanting to really do?
That I'm really wanting to do?
Yeah.
We were talking about doing some songs with some other artists that are bigger names.
Okay.
So that's definitely going to end up happening by the end of the summer. If it will be
Excellent.
released by the end of the summer, not quite sure, but
Right.
it's definitely something that's going to happen. And then there is a project that I'm going to be releasing, and it's kind of the reason why I wanted to do this project was because it's more so for the people who have like really been following my music. I mean, because I got people who have been rocking with me the full 10 years, and they were there since the very first song. So there was something special that we kind of wanted to put together. And obviously for the newer people who have started following me, like they'll enjoy it too, because I'm sure there will be some things that they haven't seen or heard before. So
Right.
yeah.
I love that. I love that you go back to your day ones, because when I started mud wrestling 15 years ago, I have this, and I have to give him a shout out. I have this special day one. His name is Dave Rose, and he
Yep.
came. And when he met me, I was a completely different person.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, literally, I was like 400 pounds. And I wrote him yesterday because I hadn't heard from him, and he was telling me he's going through some serious medical stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, like, I hope to see you soon. Like, I hope everything works out, and let me know if I can do anything. He said, yeah, next time we see each other, we need a picture. It's been a decade. And I was like, when he said a decade, I was like, you've really been rocking with me since like before. And I love that. I love that. Like,
Isn't that so cool though, And it's like, I remember when I first started doing this, and I was like begging people from my hometown and my friends and my family, like, come see me, come watch me perform. My tickets are only $10. And then it got to the point where it's like, I will literally pay for your ticket if you just come watch
you
me.
see
Just
people
come
in
do
the
it.
building. And
You know?
it's a
But then
struggle to get your own city to support you.
it is.
I
It
literally made a
is.
video about this because I'm not good on TikTok, and I lost my Facebook a year ago. And my Facebook a year ago had everybody and everything on it for the last 15 years. So I
Right,
had to
right.
start over. And I'm just now getting followers back. But TikTok, I noticed the other day, it'll show you who views it and
Yep.
who likes it. And I'm looking at my girlfriends like, you bitches, like, y'all are doing this shit, not hitting that heart. And I
You
see
see
you.
that.
I'm about to, at charity bingo, I'm cussing all of them out. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, I gotcha. That's funny.
But I'm like, I see you bitches. Like, and I made a post
Yeah,
about it and put it on Facebook with a funny little like cap cut. And it was funny. People were cracking up. But I'm like, it sucks when you're really trying to get people to just like engage. And I mean, music
absolutely.
is one thing. And when you go to doing shows, you got different shows like at mud parks and venues, and you're opening for people, or you're the main, and you got people opening for you. You get all these different audiences. I've learned that it's a lot about engaging and
Absolutely.
letting them come out and see you and take pictures, and that can get really overwhelming.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it can. You know, for me, like I told my manager, I was like, we gotta, because here's my thing. I've had people ask me before, like, do you charge for meet and greets? Do you charge like for pictures or autographs? And
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I know that I'm a superstar. You know what I
that's
mean? I
right.
got that confidence, but at the same time, it's like that shit is just so weird to me. Like calling people fans. No, we're
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
We're
It,
family. That is weird.
it feels weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
It,
almost like a hierarchy
let's
system, and I don't like that, because it's like we all share this story that I have wrote and recorded. The difference is I just wrote and recorded it, but you guys are just like me, and you went through these things too,
right.
So
you're
I just
literally your career and yourself are literally the reason why I wanted to start the Hustle Highway, for people like us who start off and
yeah.
everybody's like, I don't know about that, haha. And then before you know it, everybody's like, yeah, I love her. Like, I
Yeah,
love her. Like,
that's how it
I'm-
always happens.
When it,
that's okay.
when
Like,
and,
it's
well,
okay.
and you said something that we can relate to quite a bit. I mean, obviously you're much more well known than we are, but there are events that we go to, festivals that we go to, where people will come up and ask us for an autograph. And
Yeah.
Shonda's had to tell me before to fix my face. Because but it's not, when I look at somebody weird when they ask me for my autograph, it's not because I'm looking down on it. It's because I'm wanting to know, why the fuck would you want my autograph? I mean,
Like, we just made some liquor. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
why?
we're nobody. So.
I know what you mean though. It does take some getting used to because like I mean I don't know how it is for you guys, but for me, a majority of my life, like I don't know, it was hard for me to believe that anybody would genuinely give a shit about what I got going on, you know what I mean? So
Exactly. Well, that's the thing is because I sit here and think, damn, I used to be a strung out cocaine addict, man, fucking barely, basically homeless. And these motherfuckers are out here asking me for an autograph. I'm like, I'm literally, I'm worse than you are, dude. So, like,
Every episode, you get a little wilder, Jeremy.
I love the honesty though, you know, because
well, I mean,
see, that's the thing though. That's part of it. When people see the real shit like that, they're like, yeah.
I'm not. I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, you know, a lot of people will say, if you had to do over again, would you do it differently? Well, yeah. There's some things I wouldn't have done that I shouldn't have done. But at the same time, anything that happened back then, that's who I am now. I mean,
Yeah, 110%. There's a lot of shit that I'm sure that we've all did that we're like, ooh, that was not my finest moment. You know, but
yeah, I'm a total crash out, been one my whole life. So yeah, I've had plenty of those moments.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if you're running an extension cord to your freaking neighbor's outlet because you got no electricity, I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Listen, I will, and look, I don't share a lot, but like I said, like when I was a single mom and I literally was going through, and you just brought up something that really I totally forgot about. And I don't think I've ever shared this, but people who know me, grew up with me, know this, but my electric got cut off. And I had a job. I was working for a bank, but it just wasn't enough. And I thought I could pay it late. I was, new to it. And my first apartment, my electric got shut off. And my son wanted to play his video game. And he's sitting in front of the TV with the remote. And he said, Mom, no work. Mom, no work.
Right.
And I'm like, shit. And one of my friends, me and his whole family grew up together. So I was real tight with him and his brothers, like real tight, and their mom and dad, everyone. And he came over and he was like, he was driving by my house. He seen all the lights were off and he seen my car was there. He's like, what the hell's wrong with her? Like, she okay? Because my son's father was a domestic violence situation. So they were worried. So he stopped, knocked on the door, and I'm in tears. And he's like, I'm lighting candles. And he's like, what's wrong? And thank God that I had some real friends. You know what my dude did? He went outside, broke the box, and turned the electric on. As soon as he heard me,
we're still with it.
My son was like, and he had, my son was deaf in his left ear and had multiple surgeries, so it affected his speech. So instead of saying his name right, he would be like, my Han. Like it was kind of like a riddle. And I will never forget that. Like soon as he was like, buddy, your game don't work. Hold on. He went outside and broke that box and turned it on. I was like, I'm going to jail. But since I lived in an apartment building, allegedly that happened. They couldn't say, they was like, we can't say you did it. I was like, I didn't do it actually,
right.
But whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the hard moments that you just. And that's what good friends are for. And I will say, like, I do miss that. Like,
absolutely.
But when you look back, you're like, damn, I really made it through the trenches. And now you're like living comfortably. May not be as comfortable as you want to be, but there's always a rainbow.
See, and that's the thing too, like now that I am where I am in life, like, obviously, I'm not the richest. I'm not the most famous. I'm not the this. I'm not the that. But I am. When you come from places like that, and then you get to places like where I am, it's like you can't tell me shit. I made it. I made it. If you've seen the shit I used to be in, then you would know why this means so much. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And that's what makes people real, like, real experiences. And that gives you more hustle, that gives you more drive, that you want to go get it. And you want to go get it for your kids, for your husband, for your
Absolutely.
family, like, everyone involved. And that's what when I started the Hustle Highway, I was like, look, we got to bring on people who got real stories and they're really out here
Yep.
hustling and they're doing it. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember
Yeah.
what it was like, hell, I had a felony. I couldn't get a real job.
Yep.
Like, and it was because of an assault on a police officer, which wasn't my fault. Well, but whatever. But later on, like, I really couldn't get a real job. So like I was always bartending or doing hustles. So because
Yep.
that just restricted it. And now I'm like, okay, well, every time I just kept building a lane. And
Yeah.
now my new lane is, moonshine.
I love that for you, though. I love that for you.
I, I love it.
Well,
I was,
Trials,
Kelsey, well,
trials and
Kelsey, so
tribulations really form who you are, and it's just you can't have any regrets, like you were saying about anything.
No, and you can sit around and have a drink and tell your stories and live
Yep.
it. Like, that's what
Yeah.
it's all about. And that's, yeah. I'm excited though, because I was like, I follow you on Spotify. So I'm like,
Okay.
oh, I love Spotify though, because I'm like, hey, I can just play her music. And I'm hearing all these different lyrics and I
Yeah.
can see where your growth in your music. And I'm like, oh girl, like
Thank
what's
you.
well, and that's the thing, Kelsey, is kind of as you've come up through, and you've been doing more and more music. Who have been your biggest influences?
So that's always a really hard question for me because I literally listen and have listened to any and everything that you can think of under the sun.
Yep.
Um, I will say, as far as like the female rap thing goes, Snow the Product was one of my biggest inspirations. The first tour I ever went on was with her.
I did a show with
Um,
her.
yeah,
She's the
I
sweetest soul in the world. God, I
she
love her.
is, but if you piss her off, I mean, she'll let your ass know about yourself.
She came to Ohio. She
And I
came to
love that
Ohio.
about her.
She will let you know. She's quick as hell. But
Yeah.
she came here in a snowstorm and
Yep.
performed. And yeah, she's amazing to look at as artists. Like, wow.
She definitely was a big inspiration. Especially like with the independent thing, being independent and being a female and being kind of, I guess, like considered underground because of the fact she was independent.
Right.
But she influenced me a lot. As
Yes.
far as like singing goes, I mean, I listened to like all the greats. Remember when they used to have, I think it was like the Five Divas or something like that back in
Yeah.
the yeah, I used to
Yeah.
really enjoy watching them too and their vocal range and
Yeah.
just
Well, have
but
you ever have? I mean, obviously the Moonshine Bandits have done work with her, but have you ever done any work with Sarah Ross?
no, and
Oh,
everybody
she's.
keeps telling me I should.
I think you should, because I think your balance of the rap with her
Yeah,
balance of the singing, I think
yeah.
would be perfect mix up. I mean, I think y'all would do great together.
Well, maybe I'll
Because,
have to hit her up.
well, yeah, I mean, what I love about her, I mean, is she sings so beautifully,
Hmm.
but she is always a secondary to the rap artist or the country rap artist that she's singing for.
Right,
Whereas I
right.
think the two of you together would be a balance 50-50 to where
Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
yeah.
That'd be an awesome setup.
I'll definitely. I think I'm gonna get in touch with her because a lot
Yeah,
of people actually told me that while we were
yeah,
on tour
it,
as well.
yeah. I
So
mean, I've thought that. I mean, since I've heard you come out, I've sat there and thought, damn, it'd be awesome to see you and Sarah Ross together.
yeah, hell yeah.
He has
Yeah,
mentioned that a time or two. You guys, we
yeah.
have some Facebook comments. I'm going to read off real quick. And I'm trying not to die laughing. Okay. Jennifer said, we'll start with her because I won't laugh at that. And she said, where we come from and went through made us the boss bitches we are today.
I
Amen.
know
There
that's
you go.
right.
Moonshine or Chad. So we're just,
The governor.
He said, so we're just stealing cars and power now?
Yep. Yeah, we steal cars.
I
We
mean,
steal
you got to
power,
get it how you
Chad.
live, my
That's how it
friend.
rolls, brother.
He was
Hey,
on
hey,
a
hey,
different episode, and Jeremy was
hey.
talking about his past. And
Hey, Chad, we're from South Charlotte, dude. We take what we want. I mean,
we take what we
what are y'all, the
want.
kid boys? They be stealing kids where I live. They call that gang the kid boys. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. And then Randy Thompson said, Miss Lynn, do you have a hustle highway story you can share, like an event or a moment?
oh, okay.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I
I
think maybe
mean,
he was like,
do you have a moment in any of your events that like really stuck with you? Like, I mean, even if it's bad or if it's good, either way.
Oh, I got a lot. I got a lot. I think we'll just start with the bad, okay? So on my way home from this tour, driving the RV back, we drove through Wyoming on I-80, and if anybody who drives a semi truck knows how that little stretch is between Rock Springs and Cheyenne, worst experience of my life. It was literally like some shit you see on the movies where you're stuck at 9,000 feet elevation in quite literally one of the worst blizzards I've ever seen. Now I'm
Oh,
from
wow.
Michigan, okay, so that's saying a lot because
yeah,
we
Yeah.
deal with some shit. This was, I mean, I think that was one of the first times I was like actually scared for my life, like when it came to like a natural disaster.
Right.
So
So
that's
you're
probably the
driving a
worst.
full rig.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Going like 5 miles an hour, trying not to make sure the wind don't blow us over. But we were stuck in Wamsutter, Wyoming for 36 hours. We couldn't leave,
Oh,
and the
wow.
Love's gas station that we were at like ran out of power, and it was just a whole thing. It was
Wow.
bad. But as
That,
far as good goes, I can't say specifically that there's anything that has stuck out because every time I touch that stage and every time I have a show, like it is just, I can't even explain it. I don't even have any words because it's amazing. It's
Well,
amazing.
you recently had a young fan,
Yep.
send you a letter that
Miss
very
Shelby.
emotionally touched you. Like
Yes.
you could tell that
Yes.
emotionally touched you.
Yeah, it does. I'm a big fat baby. My whole family knows it. My son's looking at me through this slider door right now, just laughing at me because he knows I'm a big fat baby, and
well, we call that
it's
tender-hearted.
yeah, and it's just awesome to see that there are younger people that are being inspired. That's what life's all about, man. Like I know we are in such a crazy, wild time right now in the world, but all bullshit aside, like we're all humans and we're all connected. And
Exactly.
connecting with my fans has been like the ultimate, not even my fans, my family. My
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Connecting with my family has been the best part of all of this.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because yeah, like you said, the times we live in, um, there are so many things out there. There are a lot of people that are influencers out there. Yeah, they have a lot of people interact with them, but
Yeah.
people don't give a shit about them. I mean, they're entertainment.
Yeah.
But when you connect with the people that are watching what you do, and you connect with them to the point where, like I said, it was clearly a very emotional moment for you reading that letter. When you connect with them like that, those are the kind of things that you know that long after you're gone, those are the things that are going to be there, you
Yeah.
know?
I'll tell you what, I haven't always I guess been like this humbled when I was in my early 20s and I first, I mean, I call it like the classic artist starter pack. And not every artist is like this, but a lot of them are, like they get kind of big for their britches at first, you know what I mean? And I think over time it just obviously the more that life went on, life put me on my ass, so that will play a
Yeah,
part in that too. But
it'll humble you.
it does. And over the years, it started to really make me, I just started realizing the older I got, like, I might not be that A-list celebrity. I might not be getting signed by labels. I've had labels come at me, but nothing ever was like the right fit. It just didn't
Right.
feel right. So I just didn't do it. But it's just, I guess it's just nice to see that I'm cultivating a family on my own terms and the
Right.
different people from all walks of life. Because a lot of people don't know this, but like I said, before I traveled with people like, Snow the Product. And I
Yeah.
was doing shows in front of all kinds of folks, so it wasn't just like one demographic.
Yeah.
So it is really cool to see this family just from all over the place, all
Well, yeah,
ages, all races. I love it.
It's so
well,
cool, especially like with
absolutely.
Snow. Her audience is very across the board. So when I did the show with her, my friend had booked her, and he's a
Yeah.
promoter here. And she came with Ritz, and I can't remember who the third person was. It's been so long ago. But I mean, the audience, and because I know I bring a very diverse crowd, but I
Yeah.
was like, dude, that's awesome. But it opened up for so many people, like, to be able to, oh, do you know this music because of this person? So it's
Yeah.
always great to collab with people.
Oh, yeah.
Like we have a friend, Jeffrey Anderson, and I'll never forget,
Yeah.
he's in the cannabis industry, and he's
Yeah.
down south, and him and Jackie, they're wonderful people, and they always like some things, because I make edibles and they do too. And I guess people expected us not to like each other, but that'll never happen. And,
Right.
if we try each other's products and, cut up, and he's like, competition happens at the bottom, collaboration happens at the top. And I
Yep.
was like, it's one of the best things I've ever heard. Like,
Absolutely. And
Like
that's 100% facts.
like you were saying, sitting here thinking about the what you've done in the past and how, like what you were saying when you were in your 20s about
Mhm.
how you thought about things. Yeah, like I mean, a lot of people don't know this. I mean, Shonda does a little bit, but back when I was in my 20s, I was well known for being a pretty good fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
and but at the
I
same
did my
time, I was
research, I found out.
yeah. But at the same time, I'll admit when I was in my 20s, I was an asshole. I
Yeah.
mean, because I
mean,
thought nobody can beat me.
Well,
I'm the
apparently
best that's
cocaine
ever
and stealing
been.
cars.
Huh?
I said,
What?
apparently cocaine and stealing cars.
Yeah. And I mean, but at the same time, at some point, somebody humbles you,
yeah.
and the guy that humbled me actually was outside the ring. I mean, it was
Yeah.
this was a bar fight that did not go well.
Yeah.
And I realized that night, damn, I may not be as bad as I thought I was.
Well, that's who I got to threaten you with. I got to meet this guy. That's who I got to threaten you with.
It just, I mean, I'll still use a little bit of the excuse that I may have been too intoxicated,
Yeah.
and that may have gave him an advantage. But at the same time,
Okay.
it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But the thing is yeah, when you're in your 20s and things happen fast and things are happening good, you get real freaking cocky, you get real brave, you start thinking you're the shit.
And I did too, because it was like it started off locally and I got known in my city. The next
Yeah,
thing you knew, I was doing all these cannabis festivals
yeah,
with all these big artists. And then I got put on Common Ground, which is a huge music festival up here. And I mean, they book people like Snoop Dogg and Big Boy and like all these really, really famous
Oh, yeah.
people. And I was like, man, I'm the shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing, you know? And then
I do what I
life
want.
happens. That's what I'll say.
So I wonder because like I know TikTok is so big now, especially for music artists. Like I'm
Yeah.
finding so much new music on there. And I know like when we had Mary Cutter on, same thing. She was like TikTok really got my songs out there. Is that something that's worked for you? Like
Yes. So TikTok, really there was just all it takes is one song. And This Is Life took off on TikTok. And next thing I knew, I was getting follow after follow after follow after follow after follow. And then I was like, well, let me see how this same exact TikTok would do as a reel over on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Posted on Facebook, same exact response. So I was like, okay, this song's about real life. We're going to go ahead and put out another real life reel that and the craziest part about this is all these songs they're not new.
right.
I've had them
Right.
written and recorded for years, you know, it just took me
Right.
being consistent to really push it over the edge. And we got more work to do, you know, like we definitely got more things that we want to do, but it's amazing
It
to see
is.
how much it's grown.
It's a lot of work, and actually, just to dive in there for the hell of it, just so we can piss off a few folks. How do you feel about folks that use strictly AI to generate their music? I know Shonda's like over there.
We have friends that do music AI and we have friends who don't. And
Yeah.
so like they
But I
battle
always
a lot.
like to hear the balance, you know.
Well, I'll say this. Perspective is everything. Okay. And two things can be true at once. So obviously the artist in me being like the number one, the lyricist that I am, I take a lot of pride in my lyrics. Everything you ever hear on my songs, I wrote. There is
Yep.
nobody else, no other ghostwriter, no nothing. So, and I'm kind of old school in that sense. Like, if you're going to be a rapper, you better write that shit. Otherwise, you don't get respect from me as a rapper. As a human, yes, but as a rapper, no. And that's
Right.
just my personal opinion, but opinions are like assholes, and you know, who am I?
Everybody's got one.
Hey,
Right.
hold on. Speaking of
Well, we
assholes,
will-
my best friend stopped in. Hi, Rye Daddy.
Hey, Rye Daddy.
Didn't
Oh,
answer my
Wes.
call today.
Yeah, he's been a little absent lately.
I know.
I don't know what
I love
that's
him.
about, but we'll figure that out. But no, you say that very well. And you're very politically correct in how you say that.
Well, I
will
mean,
be.
she's old school with it. And like
From a rapper's standpoint,
old school rappers didn't have ghostwriters. Like like if you go back to Wu-Tang and things like that, like they was writing their music, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, you know, people try to say, well, if you borrow somebody's, somebody else's beat and you put it over yours, that's the same thing. Well, no, it's really not.
we can
You know,
remix.
well, going back to us talking about Mary Cutter, you know, any of you guys that are writing your own music and you're writing your own lyrics and all that kind of stuff, it is a little bit offensive when somebody just plugs in a few keywords into an app and it generates the music, and then they try to claim that, oh, this is the greatest music ever. Well, did you really create that? And what a lot of people don't understand is if they use ChatGPT or a OpenAI to create these, it's not their music. Literally in the background, ChatGPT or OpenAI logs it and says this is theirs.
Yeah.
They now own that.
But they profit off. I do know people that are
Well,
profiting off of it.
they profit off of it, but the problem is they don't realize they could profit a whole lot more if ChatGPT and OpenAI weren't taking it. I mean,
Right.
they don't really own it, and ChatGPT and OpenAI can sell it to anybody they want to. Whereas if you created it yourself and you've truly birthed it yourself, that's yours. You know,
Yeah.
that's your music.
We
Chad said,
just
tell
need
us how you
the
really feel.
we just
Huh?
need the streaming industry specifically. See, I think that's what really honestly pisses a lot of artists like
Oh,
myself
yeah.
off is because it took us years to like cultivate this craft and really like
Yeah.
perfect it.
It used to be
Not
hard to
only
get your
that,
music out. It used
what'd
to
you
be
say?
so hard to get your music out, like
It
streaming one.
Yeah, I remember shit even when I was in high school. Like I hadn't recorded anything yet, but I remember my friends who did, and it was hand to hand promotion. Like
Yeah.
you took your car with a box in the trunk
Yeah,
with all
you
of
had
your mixtapes.
you had your mixtapes or CDs, and you went to clubs and you sold them.
Yeah. I
You walk
mean, you had
around with
MySpace, but you didn't have all the other shit that we have
And you
Yeah.
better
now,
be lucky enough to know somebody with a studio. Like
Yeah.
that's how it used to be. Like and
Well, I
now
mean,
forever.
even if you didn't, I mean, anything you made, even when you went to, like, I know friends of mine, like, well, I mean, I'll go back to, you guys are too young, but there was a group called Animal Bag back in the day
Okay,
that
Hmm.
maybe
had some good music. Animal Bag had good music. But I'll tell you now, how they got themselves known was they made their tapes and their CDs in their basement,
Yep.
and then they went to shows, and they would do a show in a bar, and at the end of the show they'd sell their CDs or their tapes to people.
Yep.
And that was how
Yep.
they made their money until they got on the radio.
Yeah.
But today you've got people that will get a Spotify contract. They'll AI everything they do. They'll send it out through Spotify, and people listen to it. And but the thing is, what people don't realize is there's no heart in that music because it's not real. It's not
It's not
from
a
the deep.
soul that's
Yeah,
making
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. You're pulling
Yeah.
things from your own personal experiences. Other people are pulling music from their own personal experiences. That's what makes music great.
I'd agree.
I mean, AI may be okay, but what makes the music great is when it comes from personal experience.
like this comment. It said I noticed that a lot of these AI songs all like sound the same. Like same
So
artist, whoever.
Exactly.
so Suno is in a lawsuit right now for this because what they're doing is they're taking artists like me who are like they're known but they're not like known, and they'll take part of your song. And now there's like this thing too, which if any artists are watching, like when you go to upload music from here on out, make sure you are reading that fine print
Yeah.
because they can somehow get away with taking a sample of your voice and turning it into like an AI voice.
Yeah.
So, you know, and
It's crazy out here.
it is because us artists, we already don't get paid shit off streams. You know
Right.
what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like streams are not really where the bag is at as far as music goes. It really is in your merch and in the touring,
I
you
remember
know.
when my friends
Exactly.
like what was it? What music app? It was like I forget which app it was, but when music, and we're talking 10, 15 years ago, and they were on this, and they were like, every time I would get paid, and I can't think which app it
Was
was.
it maybe SoundCloud? Because that's
Maybe.
been around for
Yeah.
a while.
But that's how we would be like, hey, we need you to like this. Go, like, oh,
Right, right.
back then. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
things
It's
are changed, but I will
what's
say
it,
the fine print. Jeremy thinks that my voice is already on a song, so
oh, I do. I do. There's one song that Ryan Upchurch does that I swear to God, it's Shonda's voice in the background. But but at the same time, I will say that Ryan is one of the first people that called people out about some AI shit.
Oh,
Right.
He
I know
will.
that's right.
He will.
It's very
I mean,
entertaining.
everybody in Nashville hates him for a reason because he
I
calls
mean,
all of them out on all their bullshit.
I'm
and
here for it.
here's the thing, you know, it's like if there's some bullshit going on, it does need to be called out. And the
Oh yeah,
reality of it is this industry, I mean, it can be a dirty game, and that's why, you know, I think there's no secret that there's a lot of beef that's going on right now, not just in
oh yeah,
country rap, but like in the whole
oh the
thing,
whole
period.
thing,
And
Oh, AI
all
data
all
center.
through. Well, and
right,
just
it's a mess
Nash,
right now. Like,
Nashville in general is a mess right now.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the whole country rap, country music, hip hop, all of it is a bit
Well,
of a clash right now because you have your old school folks that think they dominate everything.
yeah,
You got some new folks that are trying to use AI to dominate things.
yeah,
And then you got your other new folks that are calling everybody else out on their bullshit.
yep,
So
yep,
it's
well, Nashville's got bigger problems. Like they literally keep finding people overdosed and drugged in their bars, and it's like a secret because they think the bartenders are doing it, and they're
yeah,
robbing people. It's a shit show right now. The whole
yeah.
world, like,
And
I
I'm
can't.
I'm hoping, you know, one of my biggest hopes, I guess, as far as like for the music scene, period, is just to like let it get back to what it was. You know what I mean? Music is I mean, it's scientifically proven. It's the best way to connect people together.
it
And
is.
I just hope that one day, like, everything can, you know, just
Well,
chill.
that's
Just chill.
that's one of the biggest problems I have with AI is, in my opinion, music is one of the foundations of a general society. I mean, people communicate their culture through music that they enjoy.
The
Yep.
And
storytelling.
when you start doing that through a computer that has no feelings, no emotion, no whatever, you lose all of that. And that, I, I mean, we're having fun here and stuff like that. I don't want to go into that all that crazy stuff, but that's what becomes disappointing. I mean, you become scared for the future of our reality
Yeah, we want
based
to
off
see
of this kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
AI
And
people can't perform. We want to see performers like her. Like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Who the hell wants to listen to a computer sell them music?
Marie
Yeah.
I
just
mean,
said, Kelsey, your music's awesome. Keep pushing forward, girl.
I
yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you.
I
That's
love it.
awesome.
Yeah. That I think, and I love personally right now that there's a lot of females. Like, yeah, I mean, there's, the Cardi B is different, and even down to like Sierra the rapper, or,
Yep.
other girls that are country, or I'm just like, this is live. Like, I love seeing all the women just bust out in music. And TikTok is showing me so many women that are unsigned and all, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, all these girls
Well,
are
you
just
got
rocking it out
well,
here.
and
Yeah.
that's and
Yeah.
it's great. It's great you bring that up. Like Cardi B, that's a bunch of AI country shit. I mean, but it's funny that she can pull that off because of who she is.
Well,
Yeah.
But whereas when you really think about it, and you look at the country girls out here, Kelsey, Sarah
Getting stuck
Ross,
in
some
Wyoming.
some of these girls out here, they're really making it happen, and they're doing it off their own real experience.
I will
Yes.
say, I just
I
like 40 for love and
I
hip hop.
struggle to hear Cardi B's real experience. I
I will
mean,
be honest. I am a Cardi B fan.
Because like Jeremy doesn't watch he don't know all that. So like if you seen Cardi B back in Love and Hip Hop when she first started, you would be like, yeah, okay, she's the real deal. And she
That's
really
yeah.
is. Like,
That's really. I feel like
breakdown.
real. I feel
I
like
like
real
the
Cardi
country
fans
girls that
have
get
watched her
dirty.
since then.
And
I
I
like the
watched her
country
have a
girls that get
breakdown
dirty.
over taxes
That's just
on. Do you remember when she had that breakdown? She was drinking and she just like went on live and was like, they're taking 60% of my money. I don't even want to do this anymore. And I was like, damn, that's robbery,
That's-
first of all.
see,
But
but
that's
see,
real life as an
that's
entrepreneur.
but
That's
that's where I struggle with, because I'm like a real country girl would have owned up to that shit and handled
she's
that
not
shit.
country. Honey, she's from
That's
Brown.
the problem, that she's
No.
not.
She don't do
I
country.
mean-
You're talking about Beyonce. Beyonce does country.
Either no, she
I-
don't do real country either.
And
Well,
what I
she-
will
we're doing
say is a lot of the times I've noticed too, like I said, this game can be a dirty, dirty game, and you really never know what's going on behind the scenes. That's what I'll say, because some like this game can get
People get
bad.
robbed on the contracts. They get ripped off on shows. Like
Oh.
I've seen the grittiest, like dirtiest
Well,
shit.
Yeah.
I
and
can't,
it can get, and things can get cutthroat, just period. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't matter what you're into. I mean, we even see it. I mean, in this moonshine community, where
It's a lot of
people will sit
gossip.
here and literally try to cut your legs out from under you,
Oh
And it's
yeah.
like-
Oh yeah.
and you're sitting here like, dude.
like I literally live in a bubble. I live in a damn bubble. I'm like, I'm nice to everybody. Da, 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 da. And then one day I get a call and it's Hoochie Hooch, and they're like, "Do you got beef with somebody?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What are you
It's
talking
just-
about?"
It
5
just-
minutes
I
later, I'm
mean,
getting cussed out by a
anybody-
meth. Like,
Yeah.
I
Any-
love it when people ask me that question, because I'm like, I literally was just like dying 5 seconds ago and had to eat 10 Skittles to bring me back to life. I don't have time for that, because I'm just
Right.
like, I'm trying to keep me and my kid alive.
Exactly. And
going
I
through
mean,
shit. Leave me alone.
that's what a lot of people don't understand is when you're actually trying to make something, you're focused on trying to make something.
Oh yeah.
You're not worried about all that stupid bullshit that people are talking about, where they're whining and crying about, oh, how you may have said something to them, or they did
Right.
this. I mean, it becomes
If I'm
ridiculous.
sleeping all day, I don't give a shit what they think. I
Right.
don't care. I don't care if I have 10 days of rest. I'm not responding to nobody's bullshit. Block.
Well, like I
Yeah.
tell my kids, I've always taught my kids this. People are going to treat you exactly how they feel about themselves. And
Yeah.
that it's really as simple as that. I've never met
Oh, yeah.
not one successful person who is truly successful and like has goals and is like really going for something bigger than themselves, even have the fucking time to worry about what the next person is doing, because they're
Exactly.
calculating their next move. You know,
Oh,
so
Too busy working on my next move. I don't got time for that
exactly.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'll block you and keep it moving. Now Jeremy's
Yeah.
a little more pettier than me. He's like, I'm not blocking them, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I don't block nobody, because I'm like,
You sound
yeah,
like my
okay.
husband.
I want to see what bullshit they talk about, and then I'm gonna call them on it.
you're a problem. You're the problem, not me.
No, I mean, like
And
I
my
tell,
best friend's like that too. She'll be
like I
petty
tell
petty.
it,
She
like I
doesn't
tell
care.
everybody that, yeah, like
well,
I
once
tell
you get me
everybody
there, I'll be
that
petty. Now I am his petty bestie, though. Like
Yeah.
once you get us there, we're petty. But I
You
think,
gotta
Hey,
have a
like-
balance.
yeah, there's
like,
balance.
like I tell everybody, if you got a problem with me, show up or shut up.
Right.
I mean, it's,
Yup.
Calm down, killer. You was just talking about how you're the oldest in the room. Chill out.
I am, but that is an old school philosophy that goes back
Yeah.
since day one.
It is. It
I'll go
is.
back and find that bar guy.
either show up or shut up. If you got a problem, then show up. We'll handle it. Otherwise, just shut the fuck up and go away. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, and I think that really, if you grow up country and you grow up that way, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you grew up. It's not all this talking and all this running your mouth and all. Yeah. Just
My daddy always said there ain't no
if you
time
want to
to
sit here
talk.
and run your mouth and talk all
Right.
that shit, just show up. I mean,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
that simple.
My
I
daddy
mean,
always said that. He said if somebody really had a problem with you, they don't want to talk. You could talk about
Yeah.
it when after the fight.
Right.
Exactly. I mean,
Right.
that's the first thing. I mean, everybody knows that's the first thing I say when people jump in my Facebook and start talking shit. I'm like, show up or shut up. I mean, it's that
Yep.
simple.
You
I
should be
mean,
bullying
it's-
people over AI.
Yep. Over AI.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm always sliding them in. But no,
That's
seriously.
funny.
People get real upset over the AI thing, and I'm like, I just don't understand why. I mean,
He likes to post stuff to trigger people.
oh yeah, yeah.
You're
I
a
mean,
trigger.
hey.
Man, Kelsey, so tell us about what do you have coming up through this summer and into the fall that we all need to pay attention to?
So here in a couple weeks, I will be at New York State Off-Road. I'm going to be hosting the party. I might perform a couple songs, but I'm not going to do like a full set. But I am going to be getting the party started. So if you guys have a machine, come out. It's definitely worth the drive. I'm making a 10-hour drive to go there.
Wow.
Performing on Saturday will be 501 Bryce and Struggle Jennings. So
Oh,
they'll be
Struggle
there.
Jennings. Yeah, he's
Struggle
coming
was
to
just
Georgia here pretty
Really
soon.
cool guy too, by the way.
Yeah,
Really
he's
awesome
supposed to be
dude.
here at the end of June, I think.
Yep.
He
Yep.
was
Yeah.
So I'll
here.
be doing that. And then for the 4th of July weekend, I'm gonna be at Loop 2 for the Dirt Dudes event. And
very cool.
I will be performing at that one. I'm sure we'll end up hosting some events there. And then we're gonna have Michigan Mud Jam. And then whatever happens with the Moonshine Bandits, I mean, we've been throwing stuff back and forth, but I'm gonna for sure let everybody know what's going on. So
Yeah, definitely, and definitely let us know because
Yeah.
we will promote the hell out of your stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I don't know
Yeah, I
if you've
mean,
seen Mud Mania, but will we be able to see you on there hosting anything? Because I think that would be great.
Who knows? Who knows?
I think they need to hit you up because they
Probably.
One
Probably.
since we're liquor partners and all.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
family now. We're
Yeah.
hoochie
Yeah,
Yep.
we're family. So you got to keep us posted so we can help promote your stuff.
I got you, man. And I really appreciate it. I've got, new merch, the moonshine. I've got a bunch of things going on
Yeah,
right now.
I
So
love your new hats. They're
thank
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everybody, you guys need to check out Kelsey Lynn. I mean, she is really up and coming. She's handling it. She's out there making things happen. She's hustling. She's selling a lot of stuff, and her music is outstanding.
Thank
working
you.
hard.
Thank you.
She's a
I
true
appreciate
hustler.
it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Well, we truly appreciate you coming on and giving us all your time from sunlight to
Absolutely.
dark.
Yeah, no problem.
But it's been an
And
absolute joy to talk with you, and I can't wait to see what's next. And anytime, especially if you're going to be Ohio, Georgia, wherever, hit us up. You never know
sure.
where we are, so we'll always come out and support. And anything we can share for you, let us know. And anytime you got something big coming on, coming up, and you want to come promote it, hit us up. We got you.
Okay, for sure.
definitely.
keep Jeremy
Anything
along.
you got coming up, and hit us up and come on here again, and we'll promote it. We'll hit it out there. We'll make sure we can get anybody we know there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And
Sounds
tell us your
good.
website one more time before you.
Yep.
It is www.kelseylynnmusic.com.
Awesome. I'll make sure to share that link too. But
Okay,
thank
I
you
appreciate
so
you.
much. We appreciate you. And it's great to see a real boss, hustling lady out here, mama, and doing it all. You keep doing it, girlfriend.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Love you too. You
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much.
We'll
Thanks,
see you guys
everybody, for
soon.
joining us on Hustle Highway. Thanks,
See you
Kelsey.
guys.
Yep,
Bye
you
bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.